crucial bye week, the UCF Knights, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will put toe to leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will start this game off. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level.
Oh, they're knocking free. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Sooners have this offense rolling. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. A 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UCF Knights offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling?
He's into the open down the middle. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
man right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Hard running there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a fit.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
The PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The inside handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. teams with a special moment. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
And the returner will be brought down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's caught. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? At the 20. Touchdown, Knights! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Fireworks are plenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 20, he's got space. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it, and it's loose.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Takes the easy one to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over Oregon State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets away. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He's loose. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. He makes the connection. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Quarterback checking off. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, it's second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to fire on second down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. If he was gambling on that return, it did not pay off. He's out of bounds at his own 6. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They're working that left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Handoff from the gun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Tulane. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it from the red zone. Getting some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's looking to throw. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Trying to get to him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And down he goes back into 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Third and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Knights! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Third down coming up.
They'll throw on third and short. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where. Gonna let it fly. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Sooner! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last touchdown touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to throw on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum.
And the ball is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
He'll try to do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner! And the pummeling has started.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders have turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Gets open down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Knights decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing towards the sideline. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's taking the shot. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Let's go! Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
He's going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking for a huge play. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Looking to throw. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense.
3:25.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the...
Snags it! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit.
Get set, get set.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been...
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We'll get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but...
The fake, and he wants to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an app.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now